WrestleMania 37 night one could be one of the most memorable nights ever. Bianca won the title, Bad Bunny stealing the show, Mandy Rose falling on her butt. The fans returned, Bobby Lashley retained his title, and this all could never have happened because the rain came, but we did get to see Michael Cole, Samoa Joe in Rain Max. That was a classic that I will never, ever forget. This is Wrestling Bants, and this is my Night 1 WrestleMania review. You know what to do. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. You know it makes sense. Let's go!
This is great banter. Banter.
Emotional packed roller coaster of a show tonight, and it started right at the beginning, just before the show even started. We had Vince McMahon and all the wrestlers out on the stage. Vince McMahon thanking the fans and everyone for what has been a hard year for everyone. And it was great to see how happy and how emotional the wrestlers were and how much it meant to them. Like Rhea Ripley crying her eyes out. You saw Sasha Banks. She looked emotional as well. She had glasses and you could tell she was probably crying behind those sunglasses. There was a few others. Yeah, they could just looking out at the crowd. You could see it in their eyes. They were just so happy. It meant a lot to them to see actual people to perform. They are performers. They perform for us, for our entertainment. That's what they like to do. And it meant so much to them. It was such a great moment. So emotional. It was brilliant. A brilliant moment. And in my opinion, has to go down as the best return in WrestleMania history. The fans are back. Start the show hot, and they did just that. Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley with the WWE Championship on the line. I really thought that Drew was going over. And I jumped out of my seat when Bobby won. I couldn't believe it. What a win. A very good match. It was hard-hitting, intense. Both guys, all the way you didn't know who was going to win the match. Loved every minute of it. A great way to open the show and kick it off. And I'm so happy that Bobby got his win. Tag team turmoil match was so bad. It was brilliant. The amount of botches, errors, the things that went wrong. If it could have gone wrong, it went wrong in this match. It was brilliant. TV gold. Oh, Billie Kay is useless in the ring, isn't she? Absolutely dreadful, but it's hilarious to watch. I mean, it's an insult on everyone else who's performed at WrestleMania in their past, and anyone who does pro wrestling. This match is a complete insult, but it was hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Like the first match, it was tag team turmoil, like eliminating each team. You started off with Billie Kay and Carmella against Naomi and Lana, and this was brutal, absolutely brutal. Lana, Billie Kay, oh, brutal. Billie Kay and Carmella got the win over Naomi and Lana. Naomi's actually quite talented. The fact that she's been stuck with this shit is just laughable, really, isn't it? And then after that, we got the Riot Squad came out, and this was just dreadful. The Riot Squad against Kay and Carmella. The Riot Squad got the win. And then history was made. History. Oh, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh. Mandy Rose will go down in history. On her way to the ring, man, she slipped on the ramp. It must have been wet because of the rain. And she slipped and fell on her ass. After that, it just all went wrong for Mandy Rose. I think she had a wardrobe malfunction. When she got beat, the announcer botched it. It was just laughable. I was just in stitches throughout that part of the match. And then after that, I just wasn't interested. I couldn't concentrate. I was just in so much hysterics. I think Natalia and Tamina won the match. They beat the Riot Squad. And yeah, Natalia and Tamina are going to face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler tomorrow. And that's just, I just hope that's going to be as funny, because it's not going to be a good wrestling match. Come on, let's face it. It was just brutal. It was just that bad. It was fucking funny. What a match. What a match. Cesaro and Seth Rollins. That was fantastic. I loved every minute of that match. And Cesaro got what he finally deserves. A WrestleMania moment. Now I'm hoping they can build from here and he goes on and gets a bloody title shot. Surely he's next in line. Surely against either Roman Reigns, or they move him over to Raw and let him face Bobby Lashley. Why not? That was a great match. Cesaro, brilliant. Seth Rollins, fantastic. A great match for the middle of the card. Is what you need. And it lifted the card up after the shit we had to sit through with the women before. What a match that was. Tag team titles were on the line. The New Day defending the Raw tag team titles against AJ and Omos. Now, this exceeded my expectations. What a debut by Omos. Now, you've got to consider this was his first match at WrestleMania in front of fans. Must have been bricking it before he went out there. But he was really good. I like the story they told, even though we knew they were kind of healing it up, keeping AJ away from making the tag. But when he did make the tag, you realised why New Day didn't want him in there. He absolutely squashed them. Many of the other matches on WrestleMania, the story leading up to Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon was bloody dreadful, wasn't it? Just turn the TV off bad. It's why most people weren't watching Raw, because of that crap. But the match they put together was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Shane McMahon trying to get away from Braun Strowman. We had Elias and Riker getting involved with steel chairs before even Strowman got in the cage. And when he did get in the cage, it was game on. Braun Strowman went into beast mode and absolutely annihilated Shane McMahon. Shane tried to get away, did get out and climbed over the cage at one point, right near the end. But Braun Strowman ripped open the cage and dragged Shane McMahon back in. And then the moment of the match was, we knew it was coming. Shane McMahon was going to take a big bump, and he did. They were both standing on top of the cage, and Braun Strowman pretty much just threw him off back into the ring. He jumped back down, picked him up, power slam, 1, 2, 3, and it was done. Without all the bunnies and the hey hey hop hop bullshit before the match. But Bad Bunny stole the show. He was fantastic, wasn't he? Probably, in my opinion, he's got to be up there with one of the best celebrity performances in a wrestling ring of all time. All time. He hit a fucking Canadian destroyer. Finally, they got what they deserved. A great match at WrestleMania. The women's roster proved they are good enough to main event a show. And they did just that. Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair. What a match. The story leading up to it was in the mud, trash, garbage. The match here, the story they told in this match was fantastic. It just shows you the creative team, the writers, just have no talent whatsoever. The talent is in the ring. What a match. And what a finish to the first night of WrestleMania. You could see how much it meant to both women to be in there before the bell even started. The emotion on their faces. A great story told by both of them in there. Like I said in my video, why they should be main eventing. We didn't need all that garbage. It was all about the match in the ring. Not the shit that they had to go through to get there. Great match. Both women need a round of applause, and I want to see them go at it again. Why not? Down the road, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair too. SummerSlam, why not? A great match. A great way to end of night one. And let's see if night two can top night one. Because night one was really good. I really enjoyed myself. I mean, yeah, you had your Mandy Rose moment. That was fantastic. And yes, the rain at the beginning put a dampener on it. But seeing Michael Cole and Samoa Joe in their Rain Max was a moment I will never, ever forget. The rain came at WrestleMania, but what a WrestleMania it was. Night one. Fantastic. Watching, thanks for sticking around to the end. This has been Wrestling Bands. This has been my WrestleMania Night 1 review. You know what to do. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. You know it makes sense. I'll see you next time.